Well, here we go. First day in broadcasting, going to try it out, and we'll see where we get with Don't Stop. Playing it for the PS4. Been playing it quite a bit, as you can see on my more. I've gotten up to 117 days. That's the highest I've gotten to. And I'm hoping to get to 125. That's what I'm aiming for right now. I know I'm not aiming very high, but it was hard to get to 117 in the first place. As you can see, some of the causes of death have been depth worms have really pissed me off. It seems every time I've gone into a cave, there's these worms that just like to kill me. Spiders, they like to hurt me a lot. Spider queen, spider terror beak, Pengal. And as you play the game, you will learn who to stay away from, and you'll learn how to separate them, and maybe even learn how to kill each creature. Unfortunately, as you can see there, I played as the robot guy, and he lived till 17 days, but his cause of death was shenanigans. I actually ate a piece of monster meat that was I was almost alive, but I was also needing food, and something I clicked on, and that's what happened, and I died. So you can die from a lot of different things, a lot of interesting things. So I think shenanigans has to be the funniest one. Other than that, if you can hear, maybe my daughter's laughing in the background, but she thinks it's quite funny that I've died of shenanigans. Number 43 was Crawling Horror. I think that was one of the shadow beasts where your insanity meter gets really low, but I've talked plenty enough on this, so let's get to it. I'm not going to play this game here, the Survival 122, because I'm actually doing really well in it, and I want to keep doing well in it, so I'm going to start a new game, and I'm going to go to my character. All the characters are great. I haven't unlocked these two. I have to unlock them in the, what's it called again, Emily? The house that you unlock these guys in, where the levels are, the gate. What's the gate called? Maxwell's Door, it's called. And you go through Maxwell's Door, and there's going to be about 5 levels. And as you make it through the levels, you'll unlock 1 or 2 of these guys, and that's how you get them. I've unlocked everybody else. Right now, my favorite has to be, of course, Wilson. Willow is excellent. Fire doesn't hurt her, so that's kind of cool. Her lighter is great, but at times you're carrying her lighter. It's 1 less space taken up in your backpack, and where you can make a torch really quick and ditch it, you don't really want to ditch the lighter, so you always have that 1 slot. The other bad thing is that at the bottom you see that she lights fires, and she'll light fires well even if you're in your base, and your whole base will go up. So you have to be really careful with her. I find the best thing that you do is have the ring of flowers. You can make a garland and put it on her head, kind of thing, and that will help with the nervousness. So that's one way around that. Also, making candy is a good way to keep her in control. The strong man. I am mighty, no one is mightier. What a pain in the ass this guy is. Sure, he's really strong when he's full and he can hit hard, but my god, does he eat a whole lot. He eats much as I do, and then some. He is a wuss against the dark and the monsters, so anytime he gets into the dark or if he sees monsters, his insanity drops. So it's a constant battle between sanity and his stomach. I mean, Wolfgang just, likes to eat a lot. And it's okay if you can get set up well, but if you can't get set up well, you're always behind the 8 ball with that guy. The bereaved Abigail. Wendy's sister is Abigail. Wendy's sister died. It used to be easier to bring out her twin sister as a ghost, and the ghost would help you fight off other creatures, because one of Wendy's negative drawbacks is she doesn't hit very well. She's not strong fighting other creatures, so it's kind of a pain in the ass. Rex, 78. He's pretty cool. I like him. When he gets hit by lightning, at one point you used to be able to get the charge off of the lightning rod, and you can't now. I don't know why, unless you have to do something to get it. I haven't figured that out. But when he does get hit by lightning, he runs around really, really well. It's okay what kind. He doesn't mind food, what kind of color it is. And you can upgrade with gears. So that's kind of cool. The only drawback is rain. He gets hurt. The librarian is great for awesome start. She is good for learning the game. If you're new, use her. You will learn a lot about the game and what to do, what not to do, especially at the beginning of the game. There's lots of mistakes and pitfalls that you can find into, and she will help you along the way because she knows a lot, and she doesn't need the machines, the handy-dandy machines to learn anything or to make anything. She can already start making tools right away and stuff. The only problem with her is she can't sleep. If she can't sleep, you have a problem with the sanity meter, and again, you have to do things like candy and the garland to help battle that. The lumberjack. I think I've used this guy like twice. His terrible secret is terrible. I mean, talk about a few skeletons in the closet. Play him at your own risk, go ahead, but hells no. So I think I'm gonna go with either Wendy, Reno, or let's do Rex. I'm gonna do Rex today. So here we go. Alright, here we go. Off to a flying start. Never plant all the flowers at once. Always leave 1 or 2 flowers. Because butterflies spawn from it. The best thing you can do is pick any and everything. Walking to the edges of the map are also good. You get to learn your boundaries, so you get to learn where things are. Like this little portal, wormhole, you jump in and you end up somewhere else on the other part of the map. Which can be a help, especially if you can't find a certain element that you need, or rocks or something. It can really help you. Well, made it through my first day. We'll see how things progress. So far, so good. I'm not liking the looks of the map, as you can see it. It's kind of sparse and sporadic, but we'll see. Hopefully it'll open up and we can find a good spot to make our base. As you see there, the white flower butterfly came from it. That's where they spawn from. If you actually catch butterflies, you can plant them into the ground and they will become flowers. It's a good thing to do, especially if you have beehives, like your own beehives, because they'll make honey faster. So, especially if there's lots of flowers around. Cutting down here is called a living log, if you haven't played the game, or if you're interested in the game. They're kind of cool to throw into the fire. think I'm gonna make my way back here and go up that road there. Since I'm full health, I'll be able to eat the piece of meat and hopefully not take too much of it. As you can see, some of the lines are starting to go a little bit wonky on the outlines of the plants or the rocks. That's because of my sanity, if you look. It's starting to not do well. I'm at 50 plus 50. I think it's like 100 or 150. Try and find some friggin' rock. Gold. Material that I'm on right here, this barren type stuff, that's usually where you find rocks. So we found some of that just up here a little bit, so. Some picking. This here is a stone table, and if you run into these, they're really good. These pig head things, you need to knock down with a hammer, and you'll get a lot of good things out of them. A lot of good usable things. I'm gonna get rid of the ash. I don't need it yet. So, if I had a hammer, I would take it to this house, and there's a lot of good things in the house as well. 85, so that's a good size. If you open up the cave, there'll be some bats that come out of it eventually, and they'll drop guano. If you're hard pressed for poop, you can always give these guys, give them berries and they'll poop. And the manure is really good for a lot of things. You want your fire to go quickly, get it up hot really quick, you can use that. They're great for farm or garden transplanting, good pieces of bushes and stuff. Jesus Christ, I can't find it. There's a lot of pigs here. Now, if you feed the pigs, you could have a pig army. And if you want to knock down trees quick, give some pigs some food, and they'll attack the trees when you attack the trees. If you make it to midnight, though, with those pigs following you, they could turn into werewolves. So you have to be careful. I don't want to tell too much. I don't want to give away spoilers. But it's kind of fun finding some of the stuff on your own. Anyhow. Yay. Green mushrooms is good for the soul. So is flowers. Not a good start, that's for sure. Okay, I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna take that road again. Rock can be a difficult thing to find every once in a while. Buffalo are good. Like to build near them, they will help you definitely. Fight things like wolves or hounds. Like you see, there's lots here too. Oh my god, that's a huge herd. This is not looking good. Day 4, and I don't even have the basic machine up and ready yet. This is a little bit bad. Wow. Right now, I'm at the point where I can't do much unless I find rock or the Pig King. I need gold, so I really need to find not this type of rock. I need to find the rock that has the gold in it. If you get stuck like this, you can find the Pig King, and he will actually, if you give him things, he can give you gold. There's been games where I haven't found rock until many days into the game, and I had to use the Pig King for my gold. Yeah. All that road down there. Yeah. now. I don't want to use my charcoal because if I do find some gold, well, I could use it. Don't really want to right now. I'm gonna cook wood. Gonna try this little area here, follow that road that goes up there. Oh yeah. Wow, son of a... Huzzah! Huzzah! We have gold. I'm just gonna set one of these up real quick. Ooh. I get rid of the nitrate. I mean, I'll be back here a few times before I can even use nitrate. So, I mean, it's not even worth picking up until well after you've done your scouting around and gone through your first winter or whatnot. I don't go near the birds. Since I don't have a helmet. gonna call this place home. I'm gonna make my stuff down here. Oh, shit. No, 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 no. That's enough I would. Another tip is when your food is not cooked yet and it's getting low, if you cook it first, if you were to put it in a pot and to make something, it would come out not fully fresh. So if you cook it first, notice how the green gets bumped up a little bit, so the freshness is a little bit better. That will allow you to extend your food for one thing, and to make, when you make your food, it will be more fresh. It'll last longer. I like having 2 or 3 crock pots. Managing your time is a big deal in this game, so at times it's a waste, and at times it's just it's a lifesaver. One thing I don't like about this game is that nothing stays where you put it. It all moves around. I like to keep things with lots of items up front and stuff that I collect. Having stone fireplaces is key, especially setting up before winter place. You want to have stone fireplaces from your main base going outwards in both directions. It'll help when you have your heating stones and getting you through this. A lot of people will bait their traps with raspberry, like cherry or raspberries or carrot. You can bait them with. I don't. I like to just build it and put it right close to the trap. Sometimes you can chase the bunnies into it, or sometimes they'll just go into it. It saves berries for you. And it helps a lot. Ooh, butter. I don't have a chat section coming up on the side. I'll have to look into it. Like I said, this is my first time streaming. Not my first time gaming. I'm enjoying gaming. I've been a gamer for more than 30 years. But fortunately, I'm not that good at it. Um, Another thing I like to do is get my winter stones out of the way. I always build 2 of them, and I just leave them near the fireplace until I'm ready for them. The only thing that you have to be cautious about is a certain type of creature that comes out if you kill too many innocent animals. They'll steal whatever is laying on the ground or in the chests. So, something to look out for. I'm gonna burn down this forest section. It looks small enough unless it really opens up at the end here, we'll see. But I go through it and I take out anything that's good, especially the saplings. Saplings you can replant and have no problems. They'll keep growing like normal and you'll be good to go with it. There are some, like the straw, the hay and all that, you'll have problems with. You'll need fertilizer, so you have to make sure you have you have to make sure you have a good supply of some sort of manure, either bat, guano, or manure. Burning. I don't want to just stick around. I don't need it yet, so gonna be home. I doubt they'll terminate this bait. It's probably past its prime. I'll try. Still have to get back though. I really need some armor. Before I do too much of anything. We're on day 8. And the hounds can come at any time past, usually around day 7 or on. I've even seen them come late at like day 14. The earliest I've seen them is like day 7. So you have to be prepared. I'm gonna make him eat that gross food, but he's the machine, so he doesn't mind so much. Sidetrack sometimes for you. Log suit is good for speed. It's good for speed. It's medium armor. There is better armor, marble armor. There's straw armor. I don't recommend the straw armor at all. I definitely stick with the log suit or the marble armor. Marble armor is really good, but it slows you down. So, but there's also ways around that too. Make these over here. Out of the way. So if my stuff catches on fire. Now, if you get to this point where you don't have enough food, you only have 3 pieces, meat and 2 other things, you can put in a stick and it'll work. There's many different recipes. You have to try them, trial and error. You could look it up. I suggest doing everything by trial and error because it's fun that way. It's kind of like cheating if you're looking up things, you know, but it's also good to play play this game while somebody else is playing it. That way you can talk about strategies. And right now my daughter plays it a lot, and so does my son actually. He plays it great. He enjoys it, but he's still too young, you know. But he still plays it. Let's get the house in there. I would like to. I'm going to make some. Oh, no. If I work in the area of the traps, especially for when it comes to rabbits and stuff, stay in the area, lay down the trap, work a little bit, and you'll catch rabbits pretty quick. If you just lay them down and leave, you won't, unless you lay them down without any bait. You'll actually find that you'll come back and you'll have some rabbits. To deal with those, I'm going to get a beekeeper hat. Beekeeper hat, they won't hurt you. Those hives there are killer bees. You don't want to go anywhere near them. Ends up not being nice. Very unpleasant. This game was made by a Canadian company, Play Entertainment, and they're in Vancouver. It's a pretty awesome game. There's some great DLC that's already out, and they are working on a co-op version of this game, which sounds good if it's done right. I think if it's split screen, it's just going to drive everybody batty. But if it is co-op, where the players have their own screens and they can go anywhere in the game, it's gonna rock, I think, in the end. Let's see there, I caught that butterfly. Cost about 10% of your net to use, so it uses sparingly. You need 4 bees to make a hive. So I have 2. Gonna eat the flower. Gonna make a couple of traps. Pick up your rot. Rot is actually pretty excellent. If you have a trap and there's rot underneath, you have to use the trap. It doesn't matter if you pick up the rot and put down your berries, you still will not catch the thing. Bloody hell. I'm just gonna make 2 of these. Again, I'm hurting for saplings. You don't want to cut down too many trees in a row, or else you get a tree giant. If you get a tree giant, I suggest you kill it. As soon as you're able to. There's a pattern to killing the tree giant, so it's not a problem. Shouldn't be a problem. Coming up to day 10, we should see some hounds shortly. We're gonna go check out that area where the beehive is and see if I can capture 2 more bees. First, rock. Nice. Well, we'll coming out. In the meantime, shit. And now we'll be able to do. Ate the wrong thing. Ugh. I do need some saplings. I can't wait any longer. So. And if you noticed, I got a bunch of the boxes in the track, and we have caught some rabbits. Now, if you had put bait there and walked away, your bait would have rotted, and then you wouldn't be, then the rabbits won't even go near the trap, even with the rot, or because of the rot. Gotta keep our ears out for those hounds. And start growling soon. Normally I would pick these. You know what? I'm gonna take these saplings back to my base. Should go get coal, make some coal mix, and some firewood. You know what? I'm gonna put in those three and save my space. Kindred's really good for when you're digging up graves and stuff. There is grave robbing, whatnot. I'm not a fan of it. Most games I usually just ignore the robbing the graves and stuff. But in this one, it's key. You find a lot of things in there that you can use. It's useful. If you read the grave sites, you can actually find your own thing. There's other fun things as well to read about. Not that bad. Usually your first hound to catch is 2 or 3 hounds. Most times it can be 3, and they're all plain hounds. Sometimes it can be 2, and they're a mix of hounds. So one might be a fire hound. I like chopping this stuff down and then picking it up. I can just hold the button down and it'll fly. And what I like to do is save up my pine cones. Having pine cones are really good, especially if you get in a pinch with, say, a tree giant, tree guardian. It's good to throw them down and he'll stop chasing you. I like to put my stuff into the grid. That way when I light it on fire, sometimes you catch things like the animals and stuff. And it allows you to, go by and you catch them. Free meat. And others. Or whoever gets caught. And if you play as the girl Willow, she loves it because it helps her save. Most people stop during the evening, especially the newcomers. They worry and they stop, and right away they start a fire. And in doing that, you're wasting so much time of the day. Not only that, you're wasting resources as well. You cannot be burning through resources like that. The only time that you really want to burn resources like that is, say, winter. I'm lucky that I'm playing this character. If that was Wilson, this would be over. And if Wilson gets caught in the dark, he does not make torches, he does not make fires, he does not make anything. You're just toast. There's a little chicken in there. I like to bait him with some berries. He'll come for the berries and I'll go after him. Most times you can get away with keeping your berries, but sometimes you can't. So you put only one berry down instead of all your non-berries. Day 12. Well, for those that are joining us or just tuning in, my name is Fat Man Go Boom, and I'm playing Don't Starve. I'm on day 12. I'm playing Rec 78, and so far so good. We haven't seen the hounds yet, which is a good thing and a bad thing. It means that they're coming a little bit later, but we'll see. We'll see how we can fare against them. I don't like fighting anywhere near my base because, again, if the hounds explode, your base can go all up in flames, and that's not fun. I know a lot of people use stone as a type of firewall, and it works well enough. Example of sticking around it. Easy peasy. Cutting down these guys like this when they're nice and big is good. It's better. You get 4, and you get two pine cones instead of 1. It's not so important in summertime, whatnot. I mean, like, you'll still, you know, you'll have more trees than you know what you can do if you let them grow to this point. But it's very important for when you go through a gate. There's this one gate, a special gate. I can't remember the name of the damn gate. Emily, what's the name of the gate again? The gate. You know the gate that you go through with the 5 levels? Maxwell's door. The door. It looks like a goddamn gate. Anyways, you go through it, and it's pretty it's a lot harder. So you may play 10 games and see it. You may play 1 game and see it. You may play 60 or 70 games and not find Maxwell's door. It's like a new find every time you play the game. There'll be new things for that normally you don't find. So I have to leave those things. That bothers me, but let's go. Still the boards up. And like I said, if you don't have enough, you have to take a stick and a sapling. And it'll work. Let me go back to that stuff. Traps that are nice and close to my base where I'm spending a lot of time, I will bait because I'm in the area. If you're not in the area, most rabbits won't hunt. Oh, I heard something. Ooh, here we go. Oh, let's see how I do. See the wolf here. No, that's a wolf. Like I said, I don't like fighting near my base. So I'll bring them out here. I'm so scary. You're dead. You're dead. Easy peasy. The first time. As they periodically come out, there will be a ramp. It will ramp up. It will be harder. It does not stay easy for long. Sometimes it's by 1 or 2, and then it's by a shite load. Sucks having to leave that, so I'm gonna plant these.